What is going on, fellow YouTubers? This is Dion Thompson. I just came back from Philly Regionals not too long ago. I made top 32 of Constellars, but obviously this isn't a Constellar deck profile. This is the Dragunities. Tempest Dragunities, not that. Dragunity Rulers I've been seeing. It's a really good deck. It's just, it loses to like Ophion and Crimson Blade. I just don't like it. I like this better because it has outs against things like that. But this is probably what I'm going to play at Nat since I got my invite. I don't feel too comfortable with Constellars. It was something I was trying, but didn't really like it that much. But let's go ahead and go into the deck profile. This is Tempest Dragunity. This is my build. I have two proxies in here, but you'll see it. My friend's using it for the Atlantic City this weekend. So yeah, let's get straight into it. Alright, we have the 3 ducks, obviously. He's your main important normal summon in the deck. Get your combos started, and it's really solid. No further explanation on that. We got 3 phalanx, obviously the best tuner in the deck. Cards constants target. Make sure Vajrayani or Gay Dirge, things like that. He's good. Alright, we got 2 Mistletoe. People play this at 3. I don't like it at 3. 2 is fine. It's searchable, gold sarcophagus, things like that. And you don't always want to draw this card. You want to always like open up with it or search it, and then do the combo with ducks to get your autumn play going on there. So Mistletoe is still a good card though, obviously. And then I play the 2 Legionnaire and the Achilles. It's like for the Evil Swarm matchup, it's just so bad, so I gotta play these main board. And still a good card, Legionnaire. With Phalanx makes a level 5 synchro, and the Achilles just gets rid of cards on the field and stuff like that. So yeah, these are pretty good. We play the 2 Tempest. Obviously, Tempest is one of the best things to happen to Dragunity ever. It's a wind dragon type monster that searches out all the things. He's really good late game for grinding, and Tempest is just really good, and you should play 2. 3 is too cloggy, obviously, and 1 is not enough. Play Darkness Metal, the best dragon to ever exist. You don't want to draw him exactly, but bringing him out with a tomb and then going from there is really good. So overall, Red Eyes Darkness Metal, he's at 1 for a reason. He's just a monster reborn and all that good stuff. We play the combo pieces, Zephyros, Baby Rock, and hold on, sorry about that camera. And Garuda. Garuda's really good. I've seen people play 2 of this and take this out for it. I kind of agree with that, but there's times where this card is just really good when you dump it with Gator, so you can just special it and then make another level 6 and then go to Photon Bouncer during the combo. And Zephyros, there's no explanation for this. Zephyros just bounces Ravine, Darkness Metal, and then just keeps your combos going. So these are the main 3 combo pieces for the deck. Makes it more broken than it already was going to be. So it's really good. That's all for the monsters. Then for the spells, we have the 3 Dragon Ravine. I hope Konami doesn't put this to 2 or 1. I have a good feeling it is, because this card is so good. It puts Dragon Rulers in the graveyard, but for this deck, it puts your Phalanx, your Achilles, your Tempest, whatever you need in your graveyard. Dragon's Ravine is such a good card. It's Foolish Burial on crack for dragons, just flying everywhere. There's no explanation for that. It's just too amazing. Play the 3 Terraforming. Gotta have Ravine and Dragunity. Dragunity Rulers can probably get away with running 2 or 1, or maybe none of this card, but this deck needs Dragon's Ravine as quickly as possible, so 3 Terraforming is definitely needed. There's no question about that. It's never really that dead either. Play 2 cards of Consonants. Someone told me to, one of my friends told me to play 3 of this, but no, I cannot do that. 2 cards is fine. I have 4 targets for it, so it's not like I always have to do that. Plus, I like to pitch Phalanx for Ravine anyway, but this is still a good card. It's just that Mystical Rough Panel is becoming popular now. It's really annoying when they do that, so 2 is fine. Ghost Sark and Foolish Burial. Ghost Sark is broke. That's why it's at 1. But, Gold Sark, Tempest, get Mistletoe, go from there. Foolish Burial, Foolish whatever you need in your graveyard if you don't have it already. So, pretty good. Then we play the Book of Moon. Just a very versatile card right now. Gotta play it. 2 MST and 2 Forbidden Lance. Forbidden Lance is really good because not only it protects your monsters from spells and traps but also from attacks as well. Lance is just a really good versatile card. I play Lance in like every deck I play. I play 3 of this in my Castella build for the Philly Regionals, and 2 MST is fine. You don't want 3 because it clogs. So, especially against dragons, you don't want to have like too many MSTs. Then for the trap cards, these are the 2 proxies, which is the Reckless Greeds. I'm not putting the common ones in here because I'm a rarity whore, and my friends have my hollow ones. So yeah, Reckless Greed. Patrick Hoban, shout out. Him putting Reckless Greed in his deck was the best thing ever in his deck, and I totally agree with it. It kind of just puts me 2 or 3 turns ahead of my opponent. And I like doing this draw phase. I draw my card, then activate this, and then just get 2 more cards. So drawing cards in this deck is just absolutely nuts, Just gets to your combos pieces faster. Sorry about that camera, guys. Sorry. Then we got the 1 Bottomless, Compulse, Solemn Warning, and Mirror Force. Bottomless is okay. It's a little underwhelming at times. Compulse is at 1 for a reason. It's too good. It gets rid of a lot of stuff. Solemn Warning is Solemn Warning. It stops things, period. And the 1 Mirror Force, it's good for clearing mass destruction on your opponents when they go off, and then I just flip Mirror Force. People don't play Mirror Force and Dragunities a lot, so this is basically what I would play over Dark Hole. Obviously, you don't play Dark Hole in this because you play a lot of field presence, but that's why you play the 1 Mirror Force. It's good. And I play the 1 of Fiendish Chain and Breakthrough Skill. I'm not playing 2 Fiendish Chain because I think Breakthrough Skill is better against Ophion. But Fiendish Chain is still a good card, but I can always discard this with Ravine, and then during their turn when they have Ophion or something, or Abyss Gaios, I can just go Breakthrough Skill from the graveyard, negate his effect, and then I can just go off like that. So Breakthrough Skill is still a really good card. I was thinking about taking this out for a second one, but so far Fiendish Chain's been working too well because you can Zephyros this, it stops attacks and stuff. So yeah, it's really versatile. And that's the main deck, 40 cards. I'm never going over 40. I don't think anybody should. And for the extra deck, obviously the most important Synchro. 3/3 Vajrayanas. He does the combo, Insta Stardust, Insta Crimson Blader, instant any level 8 Synchro you need. Also, everybody forgets his boost attack effect. Especially with Ackley's, you could get the pop-up card, he becomes 3800, so that's pretty good. 1 Gate-Urge, you make him when your opponent maxes, or when you need to get the Zephyros, or get the Baby Rock and special it from your hand. It's a really good card. Gate-Urge just gets everything kind of flowing for the deck and combos. And for level 8 synchros, we got the 2 Stardust, obviously. We got the, sorry about that camera, we got the Crimson Blader, the Scrap Dragon, and Thought Ruler. I was thinking about taking this out for Colossal Fighter because I like the idea of taking an opponent's Crimson Blader or something like that, but Thought Ruler's been working out so far. He stops Fiendish Chain, stops Deep Prison, stops Pulse, all that, so I'm not sure yet. Scrap Dragon, he's good for getting rid of cards on the field. Crimson Blader is the god right now of this meta because he stops Dragon Rulers, he stops the Mirror Match, he stops Dragunity Rulers, he stops a lot of decks that require level 6 or higher, and just even the rogue decks like Car Curry and, obscure things like that. He's just a really good card. I cannot stress that enough. And then Stardust is Stardust. There's no explaining that one. Then we got the one Cataster. Let me explain something to you guys. Armides is an amazing card. Do not get me wrong. He stops Spherical, Battle Fader, in your opponent's back row. But if you're making a level 5 Synchro and Dragunities, you are losing. You should not be making Armides by himself because he's only 2300 attack. So when you're attacking with him, you know, that's all you're getting, and then your opponent's probably going to do something to it later. So when you're making a level 5 synchro, let it be Cataster, because at least Cataster is good for the neutral game. You know, a lot of things can't really get over him. His only weakness, obviously, is big eye, but you know, it happens. But at the same time, Cataster kills a lot of things right now, so I think Cataster is a better call in Tempest Dragunity. But maybe Dragunity Rulers, where they push a lot easier with the Draco Sacks and stuff, I think Armides is better, but I think Cataster is better in this deck. So that's why I'm playing Cataster. And for the Exceeds, I play the Ice Beast Zero guy because he's good against the Evil Swarm matchup, and just overall just negating the Gaios and Mermels, and you know, just a really good card against decks where I can't make level 6s or stuff like that. So he's really good. You gotta play him. Then, you know, obviously we have the 6s. The Atom, he's the one that does the combo that brings the Darkness Metal out, and then you just keep going from there. M7, he makes you recycle some of your cards, like get your Ducks back, get your Darkness Metal back to your hand, special summon him again, things like that. Then we have Photon Strike Bouncer. It's the old combo where you drop him, Stardust, and Darkness Metal, and then you say go. So it's really hard to get over that. So, you know, these are really good cards. And then the last guy, Thunder Charger, for your OTK pushes. And that was the extra deck. And now for the side deck I've been working on. It's not final, but it's getting there. Got the Drago, who's really good against Constellar, Evil Swarms, light and dark decks that like the spam, special summon. This is a really good card. Played the 2 maxis. I was thinking about mainboarding these, but right now I think the deck is working out fine without the mainboard. But I side this against the Dragons, Mirror Match, and Spam decks, so yeah, it's good. 2 Effect Veilers. Side this against Spellbooks, because I hate Blue Boy and Priestess, and decks that really like to go off with their monster effects, like Constellars and things like that. So I don't find myself siding this against Evil Swarm that much, because it's okay. It's just not as well as stopping other things like that. Drone Lockbirds for the Prophecy matchup. I hate Prophecy, as you can tell, so I'm siding these in. It's a win monster too, so you can remove it with Tempest. Other decks like to add and search too, like Dragunity Rulers, so I may side these in, but these are definitely going in against Spellbooks because I hate them. 1 MST because I have 2 in the main board. This is against back row heavy decks. Play the 2 XYZ Encores for decks that like to exceed, Constellars, Evil Swarms, things like that. Ophion really hates this card. Play the 2 Gozen Match against Dragons. Decks that are multi-attributed. You know, it really wrecks them really hard because I only have wind monsters, so it's good. Soul Drain, Mermels, Dragons, Graveyard Reliant decks. You know, Soul Drain is really good. Then, last but not least, you have the 2 Royal Decrees, back row heavy decks, things like that. As you can tell, I don't mainboard and side deck Imperial Iron Wall. I've been trying that. It's been going okay so far. I like to remove a lot in my deck, so it kind of hurts me in the long run. So at least I have a side deck options with other things to, you know, kind of get over that. So right now, no Imperial Iron Wall. I may put it in. It depends on how more of my play testing is going. But yeah, and that was my Tempest Dragunity for the October 2013 as of right now. It may see some few changes, but for right now, I'm still play testing and still doing really good. So thank you very much and enjoy your day.